biological male, now female. Whoa! Oh, can't grab the cage. That's that big slam and that point you done. Whoa! And this one, Cheetah is tough. I have watched Cheetah fight several times. Cheetah is tough as they come. She's got to try and do more than just cover here, though. If she can push on the hips and maybe take a sweep, she'll come up on top. She just cannot stay underneath and throw a damage.
Sometimes it's women being plain delusional and invasive. Sometimes it's women being high on wokeness and feminism. Sometimes it's women throwing the first punch, scratch, or slap. Either way, men get pushed so hard into the wall and they finally fight back against some crazy woke women, and these are some of those times.
It's okay if you're proud of your sexuality, but why do I have to be proud of your sexuality? That's where you lost a lot of folks, and we're starting to finally stand
firstly,
up
I'll say Dylan is a trans woman. Dylan is a woman, so you got that wrong. And secondly,
well, Dylan was a gay man until last year. Well, hang on. Dylan was a gay man until last year.
They've transitioned. They're a woman. I think that we lost people right at the beginning when gay people were dying in the streets because no one was looking out for us. So actually, what we're doing right now is just, I wouldn't even use the word celebrating. I think pride is a protest.
Is it a bit too much? In other words, do you want to...
What does that mean? What is too much?
In other words, I think with every campaign, bringing people with you is really important, right? The moment it looks like it's just over the top, like it's everywhere you go, it's pride, 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 pride. Do we need to be that exuberant about it?
Are you blaming gay people for that? I mean,
no.
it's our fault that companies...
Honestly, I don't care what sexuality anybody is. I don't think most people do anymore.
Right, so what is the problem then? Why are you so triggered by a flag? It's a rainbow flag. You mentioned Regent Street.
I'm not triggered by a rainbow flag. I'm triggered by the fact that everywhere I go for a calendar month, everything has to be a rainbow flag.
Well, I'm triggered that everywhere I go for the entire year, everything has to be straight. Why is straight everywhere?
Where's my straight flag?
Why am I constantly getting straight?
Where is my straight flag?
Straight people holding hands in the street.
When have you ever seen a straight flag?
Why has Mickey Mouse got a
girlfriend? Tell me one straight flag hanging right now anywhere in the world.
Why are straight people
Where is the straight flag?
Identity?
Where's the straight flag?
Everywhere.
Where's my straight flag?
It's everywhere.
It's never been a straight flag.
You're a straight flag.
If there's a straight flag, then I want one too. I want to put it in everyone's faces and celebrate it for a whole month every year as well. Wouldn't that be fair?
You obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say when they are up there with a UFC microphone and you are getting into territory of homophobia, transphobia. Like, is there...
I don't give anybody a leash.
Well, I'm saying you...
A leash?
I'm like...
Free speech. Control what people say. Gonna tell people what to believe. Gonna tell people... I don't fucking tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes on any of them. What is your question?
I was asking that question. I'll move on, though.
Yeah, probably a good idea. That's ridiculous to say I give somebody a leash. Free speech, brother. People can say whatever they want and they can believe whatever they want.
A leash? What does he think this is? Some furry organization? It's free speech when you call out anti-abortionists. It's free speech when people who don't agree with you are called racist, white supremacists, brainwashed fascists, misogynists, and so much more. But people who just do their jobs and express their opinions are on a long leash? So untrained dogs, you mean? Insane. Absolutely insane.
She gets up and she says, Patrick, this is very hard for me to say this. And let me tell you why it's very hard. I said, what's that? She says, ever since in high school, I wanted to prove to men that I can beat them. So when I graduated high school and college, I opened up my salon. We do very well. I've made millions of dollars. My people and my work that work at the salon, they do very well for themselves. I drive a nice car, I have a nice house, I have money, I have millions. I don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what decision I made last night? I said, what's that? She says, I want a husband. I no longer want to compete with men. I need them. And I'm like, what? She's saying this in front of 2,000 people with her sister sitting right next to her. Wow. And now she's getting emotional. How many 65-year-old women do we have to hear saying that I marched with the feminist movement and I bought into the fact that men are the enemy? I've never been married. I'm alone and I'm miserable and I wish I would have never bought into that philosophy.
Experience, they say, is the best teacher. What happens when no one wants to learn from the experience of others? What becomes of these women when it is almost too late to get back on the track? Women, please strive for the best of everything. A true feminist can have it all. A good job. A good bank account, a good home, a good man, fabulous children, happiness. You can have it all.
The Ovarian Cancer UK tweeted today.
Love you too.
Did you know that anyone with ovaries, regardless of gender identity, can be at risk for ovarian cancer? Let's raise awareness by asking, can men get ovarian cancer? James Barr, men can't get ovarian cancer because men don't have ovaries. What is a leading cancer charity doing asking this stupid question?
What are you doing attacking a charity?
Because I think that is attacking women.
Why are you attacking a charity?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because a woman then actually messaged me who has terminal ovarian cancer, who says the idea of being on a tiny ward with somebody identifying as a woman next to her who actually has a penis and is a man, right, fills her with utter horror.
Because of all the nonsense
her last
and
few months
fear-mongering that this platform is creating.
No, she's a woman, doesn't want to be around men.
Listen to me.
When she's dying.
Listen to me.
In an ovarian cancer.
If I decide to drink oat milk, that doesn't mean that actual milk is no longer is being threatened, okay? And in this case, this charity want to raise awareness about maybe 1%, if that, of people that could suffer from ovarian cancer.
So how many men? Okay, let me ask you. How many men have ovaries?
I have no idea, Piers. I'm not in that situation.
How many?
But they put it in their tweet. If you read it properly, it actually says what the statistics are. It does say.
No men have ovaries.
Well, according to a charity that work in this field, they do.
Men
so why don't you take it up with the charity?
No women have penises.
Well, according to the charity, who I think probably know more about ovaries than you do, because you aren't a woman, Piers, neither am I.
They clearly don't.
Sorry, look, you know so much about women, your wife took a 2-week break from you, so I don't know why we're listening to you talking about women constantly. Can we just get back to the fact that they are trying to help someone?
My wife did what, did you say?
Didn't you have a sabbatical from each other?
It was actually a lot longer than 2 weeks.
Was it?
Yeah.
How long
I recommend it warmly with us. I wouldn't mind one from you.
Last I checked, men do not and cannot have ovaries. They know that we know that. Everybody is aware of that fact. Or is there something I'm missing?
Where were the cops right here? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, these cops are just letting children go into a gay bar.
I know, but do children, are they going to be 21 to go into the bar, officer? Yeah, how old do you have to be to go into a bar? Yeah, well, this place is registered as a bar. You're not yeah, but the system is broken. I mean, you know, there's kids in there, and it's like I said, you're trying to say that it's some advantage.
So basically, the drag queens proceeded to take money from the kids, teach them how to be a drag queen, basically grooming them. But then this unmodestly dressed drag queen got confronted outside.
There was a drag show going on in this gay bar, and these openly conservative men were denied entry. In fact, the police was there to ensure that they don't get in. But guess who were given front row seats to the show? Well, children, of course. After the show ended, they decided to give one of the drag performers his flowers.
Dancing for little children? Do you like dancing for little children? Think that's disgusting? Dancing around for little children? Don't you think that's disgusting?
Your mom's a bitch.
As you can see, he got a mixed bouquet of truth flowers.
You are not the police. That's a lot of nerve, considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child. I'm sorry. That's a lot of nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there. I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for? I'm not. No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way, and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with a child. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just gonna be heartbroken. We gotta break this news to her. And y'all over here cheering like it's a sport. This is this baby's life. And I asked you, where's this other man? I don't know. And you know he don't want nothing to do with you.
You need to see this super cool edit of a female judge owning this embarrassing mother in paternity court. Once Upon poems were written in honor of the sacrifices of their selfless mothers. It had to be one of the most honored roles in the family. Now we have kids going on podcasts, writing books, writing songs about their toxic and selfish mothers. This baby might become one of them. Let's hope she turns out okay.
There are male gametes and female gametes. Oh, I had one last question. I just have one. I had one quick. Can you come back for 1 second? Because this is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, "I think I'm having a miscarriage." Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
Look. No, but that's because some people don't have body parts.
Wait a minute, he or she agrees that a biological male can't have a miscarriage? Shocking.
Lowest unemployment in 60 years, baby.
What about inflation? You have any questions about inflation?
Inflation's going down.
Actually, it's going up.
It's going down. Gas prices are down. Gas prices are down. Inflation is down.
Hold on.
See.
Why is the Fed then raising rates? How many illegals are coming across the border every day?
A lot.
So about 10 to 15,000 a day. Do you think Joe Biden...
And they're all going to vote Dem.
You're okay? Can you say that again?
The illegals? Well, illegals. Yeah, they're coming here. They're going to vote Democrat, and we're going to win.
So you are admitting that you're admitting the border is a political tactic by the Democrat Party. Joe Biden is opening the floodgates of this country because he wants to hold on to political power. We've been saying this for a long time. Proof. You just admitted it. What is he doing to secure the border? When you have 15,000 people a day coming across your southern border,
who cares?
That is not a mistake.
Who cares?
But who cares? Do you believe in borders?
As like a... I believe that... No borders, no. One world government.
And final pitch for Joe Biden? No borders, lots of war, more spying, and bankrupt the country?
He's still gonna win.
You guys might win an election, but that will be the death of America if that is the case.
You can really tell the quality of a leader by the quality of their indoctrinated puppets. Sorry, by the quality of their followers. You believe that your political choice to lead you and your family is allowing illegal immigrants in just to win an election, and you have no issue with that. This is a college student, by the way. Theoretically, he should be one of the most question-asking demographics. But these days, the more education you have, the dumber you get. So the partially conscious woman is actually the best female fighter in the world. She was tagged the most dangerous woman in the world too. All wins and KOs with 0 losses. She ran out of worthy female opponents and decided to switch teams. Her male opponent was a literal amateur, but yeah, equal rights and equal lefts equals knockouts. Basic maths.
I'm actually a part of that organization that was going to come and try and derail you tonight. I didn't hear a single thing though that constituted an attack on queer or trans lives or an attack on me personally. So I don't know what they were on about there. Everything that you have said on gender identity, gender expression, John Money, pronoun usage, the sex gender distinction, you are 100% correct.
Wow.
You are 100% correct. I don't know if you've ever heard that from a trans person before. It is an absolute travesty that the trans community bases everything on such vacuous concepts. I don't agree with your conclusion, the model that you're postulating of gender. If this is the most dire issue of the age, do you really think that a method of simply recoursing to the most simplistic matter of approach is what we should be doing here?
Yes. The underlying fact, the underlying reality is simple. There are only males and females in the human race. There are no other categories. Do you agree that there are only males and females in the human race?
No.
What are the other categories if not male and female?
We're going to be here all night.
We're not, because there's none that you can list.
Bro, you just admitted that this whole trans thing is vacuous. It's basic biology. There are only male and female categories of gender in the human race. Well, at least he was honest.
Listen, let's just cut the kayfabe. You know, do you know who I am? I'm Primetime 99 Pimp on a Blimp. I wear the tuck-friendly bathing suit. I've done it all. I've done this gimmick a million times over. I know what it's like to put on the dress, to try to be funny. And for me, I'm just being honest with you, Josh, it's caused me a lot of backlash. As a matter of fact, you get a lot of hate for doing it, not necessarily from the left-leaning people that you're making fun of, but you'll never be accepted by the right side either, because they're always going to consider you a freak. I'm just telling you this as a friend. I know this is a bit, I know it's a gimmick, and I know you're trolling, and I love it because I do the same thing. But how long do you think you can do this for, dude? I mean, let's just be real. I mean, I know this as a comedian, and you know this as a person that I've been on reality TV, you've been on reality TV, and I am a fan of yours, Josh, and I have the utmost respect for you, and I'm not just saying that. How long are you gonna do this bit for? I mean, it can only last so long. You can only put on the tuck-friendly bathing suit so long.
Well, it's not a bit for me. It may have been a bit for you, but for me, it's how I feel.
Josh, you're lying! You know, what did your parents say about this? Does your mom or dad know about this? Are you close with them?
I'm close with some family members, yeah.
And I'm sure that they do not like this because they know that Josh is a bodybuilding guy that likes to slam babes. That's why he's on The Bachelorette. And they know this is all a gimmick, and you have 1 million Instagram followers, and now you're going super viral, and I know what that's like. And what people don't understand is when you have the mindset that you and I have, we don't care. I don't care. People can make fun of you. That's not me like kind of confronting you right now. It's not going to hurt your feelings. But your family, they could be embarrassed by this. Do you not feel any sort of, you know, guilt to them? Not for you, because I see you're like me. We don't have a lot of shame. But your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them for so long, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic truth. And
come on, Josh! Show me too! Quit playing with me! I'm the pimp on a blimp, Josh! I can do this bit, I can do this dance with you, we can joke around, and I'll be nice, and I'll say all the transgender shit, but you know it's a work! This is a gimmick! This is like professional wrestling! Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at a beautiful lady like you, but what are we gonna do, Josh? What are we gonna do, dude? How long are you gonna freaking do? I mean, do you have women's underwear on right now?
Well, I would never answer that.
Well, that means that you have some sort of weird sexual fetish. If you do, I mean, this is a weird sexual thing when you do it this long. When you do it for content, you know, some of the greatest comedians in the world have put on a dress. I'm not even hating on you for that. But how long can this bit go?
We have talked about this Josh in a few videos, and we do not think he is legit either. I mean, common. But we have to give it to him. He has to be the most consistent troll yet. What do you guys think? Is Josh really mentally ill and believes he is a woman? Or did he just see a free cash out opportunity and decided to go all in? Do you think he will break soon? Let us know in the comments.
Do you prefer chivalry or do you prefer equality?
Equality.
What about you?
I'm gonna agree.
About yourself?
Equality.
Okay, so you said you're in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who paid for the first date?
Who paid for it? Him.
Yeah. Who paid for the second date?
It's been a while.
But what you think?
Probably him.
Who paid for the third date if you got to think?
Probably him.
Okay, that's not equality. How long would you take care of your man if he couldn't work anymore? And be honest.
Like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not equality. What about you, Gigi?
I've done that before, so
But you
I would
broke up
say
with the dude.
well, yeah. So I'd say maybe like 3 months on it.
3 months. And what about you?
I say a year.
The ladies that said that you prefer equality over chivalry, your answers contradicted yourselves. And the fact that I have a timeline on it, that means that it's not equal because men, it's in our nature to provide for a woman forever. So even though you say one thing, which is like a politically correct answer, because the media right now is ruled by the crazy Dems and they socially constructed your mind to believe nonsense, but true deep down in your deepest part of your soul, you don't want equality.
I think you misunderstood them, man. They want equality on paper and preferential treatment in reality. They want to work less and earn more. They want to offer nothing in relationships and get the world in return. Do you get it now? Okay, cool.
Mothers, fathers, armed forces veterans, fallen soldiers, women, patron saints all have one thing in common. There's one calendar day per year held in their honour. Quite right too. There's always been a source of some confusion to me that simply being gay or part of the LGBTQ2+ community entitles you to an entire month. I'm of course referring to the holy month of Pride, which mandates 30 days of revelry in honour of, as I say, the LGBTQIA, my apologies to A's-2SL-plus community. I have no idea what half of that means, but I'm very happy for everyone to lead the lives they want. And admittedly, after reading that aloud, it all makes a lot more sense. Or does it? Clearly there's a day for every letter, but the serious point here is that this kind of enforced celebration of sexual preferences is, I think, becoming a little bit counterproductive. There are many millions of people, myself included, who couldn't give a damn what you do behind closed doors, or frankly, in front of open doors.
Guys, think about it. LGBTQIA++ makes a whole lot of sense. It doesn't matter if I was born as a black female. I can choose to identify as a white homosexual, a black man, or an Asian 2-year-old because I feel like it. Great. Let's see what happens in the next 10 years.
Today wasn't supposed to be a crying day. Why do I always feel like crying? Why do I always feel like crying? Don't do it, Dylan. Don't you dare. No!
Oh, Dylan, maybe it's the estrogen. Or have you been drinking a little too much Bud Light? I just want to know, why do people feel like it is okay to pull out your phone, cry in 4K, then edit the video, review the video, go upstairs where the Wi-Fi is stronger, and post a video online of yourself being emotionally unstable? And I do social media for a living, so I know that there is no such thing as just one take.
Nah, I can do you better.
Dylan, respectfully, your platform is supposed to showcase the reality of transitioning from a man to a woman. If this video is anything like what that process is, I'm actually glad that you posted it so that we can stay educated.
First, I would like to apologize for the first half of this clip, and it must have been very triggering for you. To all the beautiful women out there, you are not a caricature that can be dubbed off watching exaggerated women in 90s comedy. And shout out to this man for speaking up. Some women do not even see things this way. Stop hitting strangers, ladies. They don't owe you respect. They barely owe you kindness if you're acting like a pain in the behind.
Okay.
Biological, but gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected from sex. So the idea that sex or gender are malleable is not true. And I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. If you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no, I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should not be accepted because they don't really fit in either place?
I'm saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
What's that written though? Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts.
Kids should be kids. They don't have issues with their genders, aka biological sex. If they do, perhaps what we should be examining is their mind and not their natural biology. Let Boy Scouts be Boy Scouts and Girl Guides be Girl Guides.
But I'm a considered comedian. I like my jokes to be accurate and my targets to be fair. So I was engaging these people. I was saying, why is it transphobic? And they were saying, it's about a trans person. I said, well, that's ridiculous. That's like saying a joke about Bill Cosby is automatically racist. It depends on the joke. But I was talking to them, I'm willing to learn, and I found out my crime was that I dead named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name, and even acknowledging that she used to be a man. But she did. I saw him on the Olympic Games. It was decathlon, it was in everything. He was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But, a big, famous man with a huge, I don't know, but I mean, I'm guessing he probably he's a big...
If comedians are next in getting censored and canceled, we are in for a crazy ride. So this person won medals in the men's division at the Olympics, then turned around and won the Woman of the Year award? An overachiever, I tell you. Okay, this is where we draw the curtains on this video. We hope you have been proud of our men so far. Let us know which man was your favorite BS call-outer in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay unwoke, and we will see you in the next video.